Lords and wait, hold on.
Lords and ladies, welcome back to MyStreet 5 years later. If you weren't watching my last stream of Adam Code Purple, this will make no sense to you. But either way, welcome your host, Jacob Butter.
Well met, lords and ladies. Jacob Butter speaking. Oh, I clicked the button to turn off the voice change, but still had the echo filter. There we go. No issue with that. Running that this time. We are operating with hopefully the optimal mic quality and conditions and everything that I can possibly provide, while my computer still seems to be slightly overheating. So prepare for some mild static, I suppose. Anyways, welcome to 5 years later. Before I introduce our guest today, I just want to give a little bit of a story that just happened. So Restream has this feature where if you're a host, you can see people in the bottom left corner. Well, I'm sorry, not the bottom left corner, in the left side in general, which I suppose actually, there we go. This is your left. So yeah, in the left side, you can see people. But obviously, before they appear, they're completely invisible to everybody else. Meaning that I was able to see today's guest join the stream and then immediately get up and leave under the assumed cloak of like not being seen at all. So, on that note, please welcome our usual guest, Aiden DeBest.
Listen, my lights are off. Would you rather me be sitting in pure darkness?
I mean, that is how you spent the last stream, and also off camera as well, so it wouldn't be completely out of the ordinary.
Is this better?
That's precisely what I was talking about.
Yeah. Listen, I leaned back in my chair, and my camera is very small. My small camera.
Mm-hmm.
It captures only a certain areas.
Yeah. Speaking of cameras, apparently the video is slightly blurry on people's ends. I'm not sure if that was.
I think it's talking about your camera. I don't know, a little bit maybe. I don't know. I mean, it looks fine to me.
Let me check the video settings. Oh, it's gone down to 480p instead of 720. There we go. All right. That's another feature that Restream has. Okay, so there we go. 720, and that's the maximum that Restream can provide for some reason. I don't know why it hasn't gone to 1080, but then again, I don't tell them how to run their business. Right. Anyways, our business is, of course, today another MyStreet video. In this case, a screen of complete darkness. But it's actually Wedding Bells, Starlight episode 31.
Oh, wait, this was the episode where a bunch of the girls got a really creepy face. Oh, I remember this opening.
Well, according to the description of this video, it's also the episode where Eric returns to his old schemes. So,
yeah, I remember this episode. The boys were hanging out.
Potentially we've got creepy faces and creepy actions today. I am looking forward to this. And also, this is worth mentioning for the archive, we're streaming this the day after streaming Adam Code Purple Remastered, less than 24 hours after that stream, in fact. So we're all still recovering. Let's see if Aphmau will be the cure for us in this instance. So, without further distraction, on with the reaction.
Terrible idea planning in the middle of the living room when you haven't even revealed it to Aaron's parents, but okay.
Oh yeah, true. Well, then again, Aaron's parents supposedly notice nothing when they're supposed to notice something, so there you go. Maybe Melissa's more of a risk.
I haven't even had a chance to really look at anything. I've just been making a list of the lists of things I'm going to need for the wedding.
A list of lists, really?
Well, I can keep looking at wedding dresses. No! I have to be diligent.
I mean, looking at wedding dresses, usually I would say it's better to look at that like in an actual store. That's one of like the main big things that, yes, you can find something that's roughly your size and something online and you want to go with a specification, but overall, they train people specifically for this, so,
I want to make sure that when...
I'm sorry, what do you mean, ew weddings? I'm sorry.
Weddings are amazing.
Do none of your fan fictions end with their characters getting married? I don't believe that.
Aaron starts to plan with me. He doesn't have anything to worry about.
Yeah, see, there you go. Pick the style and color and get them custom fitted. There you go. Can't do that online. Yet. Maybe.
Oh my gosh!
Maybe Mark Zuckerberg will suddenly come up with a metaverse thing for that, so I don't know.
Is she planning her wedding? I wonder what she's planning to do. Will she have a theme wedding?
Wait, why don't you write marriages? Maya, isn't that normally like the end goal when you ship two people
Yeah, no,
together?
I meant more like the stuff you read. I'm sure they end in marriage a lot of the time.
I mean, I don't like marriage. Oh.
You can pick the style and color from magazines and stuff. Yeah, I was like, yeah. I just don't like marriages. Oh, it's alright, fine.
Cake is she going to have? Am I weird for watching her from afar?
You're asking this now? Almost 5 entire seasons later? You're asking this at the moment, Kawaii-chan? Okay, right, whatever.
Aww, I am weird. No one else in their right mind would do this.
Melissa, cut to Melissa. See where Melissa, she's behind the corner somewhere. Please, please.
It's happening for the first time when a Kawaii-chan ship has sailed to the heavens.
Ah, dang it. Wait, I just realized something. The MyStreet Season 6 literally ends with a ship sailing. I only just thought of that.
Well, it's not the right kind of ship. Wrong kind of ship. That's a literal ship.
I know, but do you think there was like some sort of like writing in joke that was in there? Like that's got to be like, my goodness. Anyway, they usually end with like people getting together or like resolution of some sort, disagreement. They just or like that. They just don't end. I mean, yeah, I know that a lot of fan fictions don't end. I'm guilty of that myself in many instances. In fact, the vast majority of them. Anyways, but yeah, it's people getting together. But I guess maybe nowadays, getting together is not as synonymous with marriage as when fanfics first started. I suppose.
Why? I love marriage as an end goal for characters, though. It's so sweet because then I can write a whole wedding story on. Which one day when I actually get to that point of characters, which I don't know if I will ever at this rate, but if I did, I would totally write tons of episodes. I would want to write so much about them getting married.
Well, gee, I wonder if there are any characters that we've written that get this and that have a wedding to plan.
Okay, yeah, no, actually, we didn't even see their wedding planned, Jacob.
Oh no, we don't get to see it planned. That's boring.
Yeah,
imagine making
because they're not the main character, therefore we can't constantly just focus on them constantly. Because
Okay, yeah, so at some point in a show, we have two characters who do get married at the end. And yes, you don't see the wedding plan because not only does it actually ruin the pacing of the show, but also, I don't know, it's say we're watching an entire video about somebody planning a wedding, but to me, the idea of planning a wedding that you're going to see visually anyway and see all the details afterwards, that seems like a behind-the-scenes thing for the writers to do in this instance, rather than something for the characters to be like, oh, we're going to have this or something. Because anyone's like the cliche thing of like, oh, no, we have to have this. We have to invite this person. Oh, I don't like this person. Oh, please, she's my great-great-aunt or something like that.
No, here's what you do. In an episode, you have several moments which will be the subplot in the episode where it's like, oh, you see a scene of them dress shopping and ooh, what dress are they gonna wear? And then maybe, I don't know, and then maybe you hear them talking about floral arrangements. And
I mean, dress shopping would be a fine scene, not gonna lie, especially for the character in question.
If we ever get a chance to add more stuff to a certain thing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the thing is that like everything else you mentioned in terms of wedding plans, not really a fan of those when they're shown on screen because it's like
sweet and romantic.
It's usually played for laughs and as like a form of like cheap conflict between the two characters.
It doesn't have to be, Jacob. You and me can make it good. We can do it together. We can make two characters plan a wedding, and I can pretend like. And I can project myself onto there and being like, project myself.
You can project yourself Okay.
I project myself. I would
It is
love
worth
the
mentioning
wedding.
the two characters in question are going to be in a straight wedding, so you can't project yourself fully there. But
Okay, true. But I can still project myself a little bit. Just a little bit.
okay, fine. And yes, clearly Aiden wants to get married really badly. I mean,
I do. I don't want like a kid or two, and I have so many dreams.
I mean, to be honest, I did actually go through a phase as a kid where like every character that I played, like did like make believe stuff and like playgrounds and stuff. Not
Yeah.
every character I played for a brief while actually like eventually like got married and had at least one kid, if not several. That was like my brooding phase of like 10 years ago or something like that. And but yeah, even then I skipped the wedding preparations because imagine like derailing a show entirely dedicated to that. It didn't make sense to me back then either.
It's fun though. Like you could talk about like what kind of color flowers do you like? Any particular type of flower they like? You know, like say like they have a real thing for like I don't know. I wouldn't say roses, but I don't know. Roses are too cliche. It would have to be like an interesting flower. Maybe not red. Maybe something like blue or yellow. Like something less cliche of a flower color. And like oh maybe like maybe they talk about the wedding venue, like what they want to do for their wedding venue and their
I'm just gonna
honeymoon.
send you a thing just as part of the plan. I don't know if that would work or not.
Oh, actually, yeah, that would work.
Okay, yeah, thematically that would make sennse, but yeah, again, see, this is what we're doing. We're doing behind the scenes stuff. Mostly behind the
Sorry,
scenes.
I want to talk to you about that now. Oh my god, I'm going into like I'm dying of weddings. Anyways,
oh my word. Okay, at some point we will sit down and talk about that particular series in general, not just that scene, but fine. Okay, whatever. And oh yeah, the meaning behind certain flowers. That's a good point because in the Victorian era, they did assign certain associations to each flower. That was like a thing for a long time.
yeah. Anyways, do you want to see who the other creeps are watching Aphmau plan her wedding?
Absolutely. But I also want to know what Maya has to say. That's something that she said years ago. We'll get to that in a second. All right.
Okay.
Oh, later. Apparently, we'll get to it later.
There's Kim.
Why? Why Kim of all people?
Ugh, you're breathing so heavy you're drooling.
Yeah, shush, go. She can't even breathe.
I thought you were asleep or something.
I mean, I kind of was, but then you started eyeing that girl.
Wait, do ghosts need to sleep? They need to preserve energy and like store it like humans do?
I guess so.
What are you doing anyway?
I was just admiring her.
What do you mean Is she looking at wedding pictures?
How could you tell that from that far away?
I mean, she's engaged, so...
Oh my gosh!
Quiet!
Hold on. So ghosts can use magic and stuff, literally use energy, so I'm gonna say yes. And like probably use its energy to take over Kim's body. I suppose, I don't know, maybe in this reality ghosts can suspend themselves and then they like recharge or become like slightly more translucent to actually recover their ethereal forms or something like that.
Want to get married someday? Me too! Only I want to get married to my Zane, or as my future mother.
Yeah, you might be like 900 years too late for that one.
Law calls him my Susu.
Ew, gross! But I mean...
Yes, gross.
I wouldn't
Please
mind
stop.
putting on a wedding dress someday.
Yeah, but not for Zane. Don't make
Yeah.
Ghost would be putting on the dress for you and marrying Zane in this situation. Don't tempt fate, Kim. Stop it. And yeah, maybe it does use energy. I don't know. There's this thing. It's like in Fallen Angels, we reference the fact that angels don't actually sleep because they have an infinite supply of energy anyway. They don't need to recharge.
Angels sleep.
Wait, what?
We have scenes of Adam sleeping and having nightmares.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I told you, angels don't eat.
Well, yeah, I guess, yeah. I should have thought about it. By the same rules.
They sleep to recharge energy after, especially extensive use of their powers.
Okay, so it's so yeah, that same explanation for Ghost in this situation then. All right, we'll go with that. Kim and Lucinda. I'm oh, and I just realized that's that by the way, Restream doesn't like emojis, so that was like was it? Oh, it's a heart-shaped thing, but with a lesbian flag in the middle of it. That's what it is. Yeah. In case anyone was wondering.
For whomever I marry. But I mean, I wouldn't mind helping Aphmau plan hers if she ever asked. But all you can do is watch from afar and...
Or you can walk up and ask, hey, you want help planning your wedding? Hello?
Dream? Yeah, just don't tell anyone I was doing this.
What are you doing?
Well, speaking of Lucinda, there she is.
Nothing!
Right. Are you spying on Aphmau?
It's not what it looks like! Oh, it's exactly what it looks like.
Ghost!
She's doing her wedding planning and you're watching her from afar?
That's not creepy, right? She just looks so happy, and I haven't been to a wedding in like forever, and...
Kim, I'm disappointed in you. Spying on
Yeah, you should just walk up and ask to help if you want to help.
people who are planning the most important event in their life.
But you broke into someone's house just the other day, and...
Shame on
Yeah, thank you. That's a very good point, Kim. Can we address that, please? Lucinda broke the law because she suspected someone's bad aura.
you, Kim. You should take some time to reflect on your actions.
Yeah,
Oh my word. Hello, Kettle. Name's Pot.
you're right.
Serves her right. Besides, I couldn't get a good view with her in the way.
I would have thought that Lucinda was like turn invisible or something. You know, why not? Just get the front row seat.
Ooh, is that a dress magazine?
Lucinda, you jerk! You just wanted to peep yourself!
Yes. Thank you. Lucinda's a jerk.
Is she looking at wedding stuff? No.
As if this couldn't get any worse.
Oh, it gets much worse, but we'll tackle that moment later.
Yay. Oh, I haven't got to Eric's schemes yet.
Savannah, she can do it on her own. She's a big girl, and this is her future wedding. Oh, I can't.
See, here's the thing. Sylvana's the one person I don't want helping Aphmau plan her wedding, because the thing is, last time that she helped Aphmau plan an event of some sort, it was the summer party, and she made it all about herself. So, yeah, keep her away.
Can't help it. I
Want?
To help!
Then do it already. You can ask. She is your friend / family member. You're making this into a thing that doesn't need to be.
But I can't let her think I'm desperate.
Oh, yeah. Well, then just ask casually. That's the thing. My goodness. Okay, but like Aiden and I were with Adri a few days ago. You know, and talking about and Emily as well, talking about like crushes and, you know, previous relationships that each of us have had and stuff like that. And the topic of confessions came up. This is relevant because this is the one situation where, you know, like I myself have been like, okay, well, I don't want to come off the wrong way. I want to actually plan and make it a good moment or something. That I understand. But it's a simple case of walking up and saying, hey, you know, you seem like you're very stressed right now. Do you want an extra pair of hands or something like that? That's it. It's not a social stigma to do that. You can do it. It's okay. She won't think less of you if you're like, okay. She might think less of you if you creep up on her like that at the same time as each other, but, you know, in normal situations, she wouldn't. How far away was Kawaii-chan? Did Mifa just like have like binocular eyes? No wonder she was so good at spying on them.
Right for a creepy face.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Told you, creepy face.
What are they doing here? Why are they looking at me like that?
They want to eat you or
I feel
something.
like they're going to devour my soul at any minute.
Hey, what are you vultures doing here? Are you secretly trying to stick your nose into my daughter's wedding plans?
Sounds like someone has an agenda of their own.
I was here
Sylvana always has an agenda of her own. Just assume that in any situation.
No, you weren't. I've been watching her since last night.
And now you made it creepy. See, here's the situation. The reason that it's so hard to knock off as desperate is because you're all idiots.
I dreamt I was here. Yeah. Why are you here?
I thought Ghost meant to be the creepy one out of the two of them.
I'm her mother. I'm supposed to help her plan.
But I didn't. I've known her since high school.
I've known her since high
I thought Sylvana was going to say, I've known her since birth.
school too.
I've known her since. I mean, no one even cared if I existed in high school, so. Yeah.
But you did actually have a scene with her. So you did meet her in high school.
I should be here because I'm the most fashionable witch.
I'm the most. Okay, hold on. I know this is meant to be like random like lines that people say because like this like the improvisation thing that I normally like. Did Lucinda just say, I came here because I'm the most fashionable witch? That is apparently a qualification for wedding planning.
I guess, for the wedding dress, if you know fashion,
Yeah, for like one item out of the several of a wedding. What else is she gonna do? I mean, to be honest, if I were to say something, I'd probably actually put Cadenza on dress, Kawaii-chan on catering, I don't know, Lucinda on like actual decoration because she's really good at decorating. I don't know, Kim to help with like, I don't know, managing everything so Aphmau doesn't like stress and go super silent like in season 3. And Sylvana to leave, basically. There. Sold. All of tasks.
Sylvana has gotten better, maybe. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you ladies fight this one out. I'm gonna go to my room alone.
Are you kidding me? I would not spy on her. I don't need to spy. I'm a witch.
I should really be careful about planning where people can see.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Especially.
Ghost do the nerdy reading stuff for the wedding, like the person with the book on the stage. You mean the priest?
Well, you know what? That's why Maya doesn't like weddings. She doesn't know how weddings really work.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm pretty sure that's not just anyone can do that. You have to be ordained.
I
first.
can do it. You know what? When it comes to you and Moni's wedding, I'm taking place as the priest. I can do that. Apparently, I'm gonna take their place.
I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere in the future Kawaii-chan actually did become like an ordained priest, but only because she actually did play Fire Lawrence in Romeo and Juliet specifically so she could actually marry Aphmau and Aaron. So, I think if that would like be like, real life comparison, but like in any other situation, just like get an actual priest, get Holla to do it, assuming he survived.
Especially since Aaron's parents don't know yet. I'm actually glad those 4 caught me before his parents did.
Oh yeah, so again, like Aiden said before, really bad idea to put everything there. You're right. What could I expect that I planned in MyStreet at this point?
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure.
Yeah, very good
I'm
team.
gonna be myself.
Sylvana? Oh, and you figured Emmeline would have been ordained. I mean, we don't know that for certain. I mean, Emmeline herself doesn't know that for certain. I mean, she was a scholar rather than a priestess in this situation. If anyone was going to be ordained by Irene, it probably would have been Donna back in the day. What's wrong?
Well, I mean, technically, Zane could have and Diaries could have got them married. Zane was literally a priest.
Very true. Yeah, he was the high priest. Exactly. There we go. Perfect.
Nothing.
So that does raise the question: who would have actually like been able to like marry him? Because in the in season 1 of Diaries, he tries to actually like get Aphmau to agree to marry him. So who would have performed the ceremony then? That's my question.
Maybe the king.
Just sad that my daughter doesn't want her mother to help her
There was no king. Remember, that was the whole reason the lordship thing existed.
plan any of her wedding stuff.
She said that.
There was a king of. There's the king of. Oh, crap, what's it called?
There was the king of Tula, but why would you want to move to Tula?
No, there's the king of Ocassus. He was a thing.
He was supposed to be the Lord of Ocassis. That's the thing.
Oh,
They specifically mentioned that there's no royal family anymore in Rouen, at least. Anyway,
Right.
and yeah, seriously, worshipped Irene for being okay. The thing with it's like between worshipping someone and like studying them and learning about them. It's kind of different between like being a devout Christian and a theology student.
Yeah.
Oh, but you might as well have. I didn't even get to look at the dress magazines.
Sylvana, now don't be like that.
I mean, they probably sell those magazines on the island. You can just buy another copy.
She's probably trying to get an idea on her own about what weddings are like.
When you had your wedding, did you plan everything out?
Well, I mean, I showed up.
Eric!
Wow, I can see Elizabeth planning everything just because we've clearly seen like one of her big traits, the fact that she like is like a behind the scenes Machiavellian schemer. So I can actually see that happening, but you know, still, Eric, come on.
What? I just wanted something simple. Not all fancy like.
Oh, that makes sense.
Thank you.
Makes sense if you're you! You do
Which
know
he
what
is.
Aphmau wants!
And neither will you at this rate.
What did you say?
Nothing.
Yes, Eric.
I'm sorry, Eric. I'm just on edge because what if Aphmau doesn't want me to help? What if she thinks it's not cool to plan a wedding with her mama?
Oh, honey bear, I'm sure she won't think that. Now come on, put a smile on.
It's
I mean, you won't know unless you ask her like a normal person.
hard to smile.
Heads up!
Yeah, you have no mouths.
Huh?
Just have to smile.
Sorry about that.
Hey, you know what? At least you've downgraded from like the massive balls from before. Those are more of a hazard.
It's no problem at all, cutie!
And now we're in creepy territory.
Oh, yeah.
Sylvana has known about Daniel since he was a teenager.
Hey, you're Aphmau's mom. I heard you like werewolves.
No, wait. No, they haven't met, I don't think. They haven't met in canon.
Okay, but that's what she would have.
They met in
Oh wait,
minigames.
no! I just realized
Those
something.
were
Yeah,
those were non-canon minigames.
I was thinking that Aphmau might have described Daniel a little bit, but no, she wouldn't describe Daniel because he's a boy. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Can you tell me my tail looks pretty? Blaze and Rylan were teasing me that it looks scruffy.
I need validation from a complete stranger to feel good about myself.
Oh, you have a cutie little tail, sweetie.
He's not
I
5.
wonder why Eric goes back to his old schemes in this episode.
He's not 5.
Thanks! I needed that confidence boost. See you later, Mrs.
There's a difference
Aphmau's mom.
between being adorable and like being treated like a 5-year-old. Like if someone's adorable, you probably shouldn't be like, "Oh, you a little cutie wooty booty." Like that's so creepy. Like if they're a grown person, like no.
No, see, remember, he's been hit by the Aphmau ray, so he's now been permanently dumbed down to childlike stupidity.
That's up for the season 6 scenario.
Does my
Then he's
mustache
smart.
look cute?
Season 6, no one's gonna do that in season 6 ever. That would make no sense.
Quiet!
Yeah.
I'm trying to look at the cute werewolf leave.
Imagine if that was
Great.
like, imagine if Ian got his like. I'm gonna address that line that Savannah just said later. I did not miss it. I'm just gonna say I can imagine if Ian, got his ears and tail back, and then the first thing that Aaron does after the shock is go, "Oh, is it you cutie booty villain? You're a cute villain. Oh, you're so scary." Like that would be terrible. What are you gonna do? Murder my fiance? Oh, yes, you are. And okay, yeah, childlike stupidity can work, but the thing is that Daniel's one of those characters who didn't start off that way, among several others. The thing is that that's like the default that Aphmau always goes to make a character funny and entertaining. And lo and behold, in modern day, that's pretty much what everyone has devolved to, and we've all stopped watching.
Yeah. Oh wait, I figured out what the minigame is called. Remember Guess Who?
Yes, I do remember Guess Who.
That's what she was playing, and that's what everyone had. But they're playing of everyone's reduced intelligence, so it made it not fun to watch.
Well, I in that case, I guess no one guessed anything then.
I mean, Kawaii-chan did get it, but the only reason Kawaii-chan, for example, won one round was because Aphmau was stupid and like playing around with her, and then Kawaii-chan threw a slime ball on her, and then Kawaii-chan just happened to find the diamond. So I swear those videos are completely scripted at this point.
Wait,
Like I
how
swear.
how on earth do you get like slime balls and diamonds from Guess Who? I need to watch this video.
Okay, no. Basically, for the person to win who's like pretending to be an NPC, they gotta find a diamond. Because Minecraft. I don't know.
You got to find a diamond by playing Guess Who?
You gotta find a random diamond placed around the world. I don't know.
How is that Guess Who?
Well, no, there's a bunch of versions of them around, and everyone else got to try to find the other version, the real version of them.
And wait, so they like have random encounters where they play Guess Who to like see who gets to keep searching the area? Is it like Yu-Gi-Oh where they split up on an island or something?
Well, the person got to search around.
I challenge you, KC. I challenge you to a children's board game.
No, the person got to search around. The person
I
got to
summon my
search around
first
while
question.
under the
Does
veil.
your person have blue eyes? Sorry, carry on.
Oh no. Oh, no, it's not Guess Who. Sorry, why did I say the wrong thing? Not that Guess Who. It is the Guess Who where it's like there's a bunch of NPCs around that look like the person.
That's Prop Hunt or like I don't know.
No, it wasn't Prop Hunt.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. I think I just invented the Guess Who anime, and I am okay with this.
That's not fair!
Oh, look at them all! They're all playing ball! Oh, I have to go see this!
No, that's creepy!
It's no fair! Sylvana loves werewolves and she gets all giddy around anyone who is a werewolf.
And also, she demeans it like they're not actual human beings, and then goes and spectates them like it's fun and okay.
And yet, she is the one who pointed out how Aphmau becoming a werewolf is like to understand someone is like becoming Mexican to understand being someone who's Mexican.
Well, yeah.
Or
to
wait,
Sylvana's very little credit, she never attempts to become a werewolf herself.
Why are all of these clothes
Yeah,
on the
but
floor?
like,
I swear,
but still, like she still treats werewolves horribly, despite.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just because a werewolf treated her horrible doesn't mean she gets to do the same thing to all of them.
I found out you made this mess all.
And here we go.
I'll clean up everything as long as I can pet you afterwards.
This reminds me of the trope where it's like, you know how like beautiful people, like they say, like the trope where the idea that beautiful people just get everything handed to them. It reminds me of that, you know. It's just like, oh, you're so beautiful. Let me just, I don't know, carry you to the finish line during a race or something, you know. Like,
I love that this episode is problematic in two different ways in one scene.
Oh, all right.
Then again, that could also explain why people love Lucinda so much. She does the most stupid and horrible things in the entire show. People forgive her because she sounds hot.
Eric, does this dress make me look fat?
No, it doesn't.
You're not even looking.
You're just saying that to make me happy.
No, he is. The camera's just away from him.
I'm just giving you my honest opinion, and your lack of self-confidence is making you feel otherwise.
I just think that my thighs have...
Oh my Arian.
Well, you know, maybe I don't like my thighs, but, you know, your thighs clearly are giving me a boost right now. That's how this works. You know, that's kind of like, imagine in Twilight, if Bella went to Jacob and was like, hey, Jacob, does this dress make me look fat? Immediately just like moves his chest like, you know what, doesn't matter.
I suddenly have complete confidence in myself, and I'll never ask you silly questions ever again.
How does that work?
All right. Operation Get Aaron to bite me and turn into a werewolf is back on.
You know, it was already jarring enough watching this back after, like, the serious, like, you know, when it was, like, filmed before the serious take of this. Now we're doing it again, but after the serious take we've seen it happen. What are we supposed to get out of this?
I don't know.
Aaron, congrats on the engagement.
Thanks.
I'm so excited! Like, none of my friends or anyone I know has gotten married.
Mom
Don't
and
worry,
Dad
they're
are
not gonna
married.
get married because even season 7 is never happening. I'm fine.
Yeah, at least the ship sails.
Yeah, but I wasn't born for
The
it.
ship didn't end up sailing in the end.
Yes, it did. Yes, her scales wind takes off. That's the final shot.
They ended up separated. One with their memory loss, the other critically injured. What do you mean?
I mean, the SS Scaleswind is the final shot. There's a ship that literally sails at the end.
It's not the right kind of ship. Wrong ship.
I know.
He still loves Shu. He doesn't know who Shu is.
I mean, yeah, here's the thing. He has the name Shu in his mind, but, I mean, it depends. Yeah, at some point, Aaron did say that he did end up, falling in love with Shu, like, over the game, but we don't know if memory's even in that stage or not.
It's going to be like the first wedding ever between all of us.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
That is a big deal. Well, first wedding between a friendship group. Yeah.
I hope we don't cry at the.
And again, I imagine that would happen to me like sometime soon. Where just like, but because I've seen some of my secondary school friends already have kids, so I think.
Well, you know what, Jacob? Wait, you have to invite all Buttercorp to your wedding, Monet, if you ever get to that stage with her.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, definitely.
Wedding. Oh, it's just two people sharing their love for each other forever. It's beautiful.
Oh, calm down, you big baby.
How did your parents take it?
Oh, a GF, sorry.
Oh.
It's like okay.
They don't know. We haven't really had a chance to tell them yet. We're gonna keep it a surprise until we see them again.
Also,
Aw,
I'm
that sounds
salty we
nice.
never got to see Caitlin's reaction to that. We never got to see Caitlin's reaction.
Yeah, I wonder how Caitlin would have processed that actually.
Yeah, because
madam,
like it would have been.
hands to yourself. Never actually said anything.
Yeah, because like her whole thing was like she was the hostile one to them together. She was like overprotective of Aph. So it would have been maybe nice seeing her like be super supportive or kind of like congratulating Aaron after it, because like showing how much she's grown and how different her reaction is now than you would have think her original reaction would have been when they first started dating.
Yeah, one of my favorite Caitlyn moments is the moment when in Acon 2016, where she's looking outside and hesitant to go in. It's like, this place looks nice. You can tell that she's like trying to like contain her fangirlism, and Aphmau says, "Go, it's okay, Caitlyn, just go." And she like sprints like, yeah, just like runs straight in. I don't know if it was like that, where she was just like, "Wow, you two are engaged. That is amazing." And then Travis is like, "Caitlyn, it's okay to let go." It's like, no, I'm fine. And then just like, does like an even bigger fangirl scream than Kawaii-chan. And it turns out she was a shipper all along, just very cool about it. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's how I imagine it going down.
I have to admit, I was surprised when Caitlin told me. I mean, you guys have been together for a while. I just never thought it would happen.
Yeah, we're taking things at our own pace.
Kawaii-chan could learn a thing or two about
I mean,
that. Ow!
Speaking of which,
okay, that wasn't really Gareth's fault what happened, because he just like walked over and was like, I mean, I know we established that it was dumb of him to assume that was like this one particular girl, but Kawaii-chan did just pull him in and like make out with him for no reason.
Zane and Kawaii-chan. We could have seen that coming.
Although, Baby Satan, sure, if we ever go to like the same comic convention, actually, there's something I want to talk to you about later, because there is a certain convention I'm planning on attending that I may want to tell you about, and you may want to, if you have the chance, maybe you pull some strings and go to it as well. So, granted, so I may want to talk to you about that after the stream.
There you go. Yeah, that's whatever stupid thing that Maya said before. I guess you guys have to talk about. I don't know.
What does that mean?
I mean, like, she's,
What do I know?
She's a little too good for you?
What does that mean?
Hey, at least he didn't say that she was nothing special.
Say that to my face, you wet noodle!
He did say it to your face. He was looking right at you.
You called me a noodle.
Guys, come on, let's not get heated.
Shh, no, let them fight. I haven't seen a good fight in ages.
Hey, I've got popcorn too.
Don't make fun of me because you know it's true.
You don't even know a thing about me!
I know that in high school you were a jerk to everyone.
Oh my god, we never even saw that. I'm so annoyed. I'm not letting that go. I'm annoyed by that. Like, why? That's like... Are they kissing?
2 pillows. Why is this still being brought up? That's all they know about. Clearly, times have changed. My goodness.
Like, it's just high school. Get over the past.
Yeah, imagine being this bitter about somebody for the person that they were. You know, again, more than 10 years ago, as confirmed by Aaron.
So? That was high school!
Yeah, well, back on MyStreet, you were still a jerk.
Okay.
Not really. He was more like crouchy on MyStreet, but not really that much of a jerk.
I mean, sometimes. Then again, for most of the time that Zane was a jerk, Travis literally wasn't there yet.
Changed over the years? Alright. Operation Get Aaron to bite me is a go. Now I just have to make them think I'm one of the bros.
And also, I guess, I don't want to show that I'm desperate, because that's the recurrent theme in this episode.
Hey guys, what's up?
Oh, except for, speaking of people not asking for stuff casually, Ghosty demands to be let in right now, in all caps. So, here we go. That was just the perfect timing.
Speaking of Zane being grouchy and kind of a jerk, yeah, Travis wasn't there for any of that.
And also, back in the day, by that logic, Travis was also just as much as a jerk from the way he treated, like, women in general.
I don't know if I would count that. I don't know if I would count Travis as much of a jerk, but certainly a jerk nonetheless.
I mean, well, he did just as bad stuff as Zane. I mean, Zane in season 1 didn't really do that bad stuff. Like, what did he do?
Maybe he gets the
At most he stole people's Christmas presents, but you know that is the worst thing he did.
Maybe he gets a pass like Lucinda because he's hot.
Well, I mean, that is the logic. If a hot people's being like super creepy towards you, it's fine. But if like an ugly person, oh heaven forbid.
Yeah,
if anyone's creepy towards me,
you know, if a hot fashionable witch wants to break the law because she suspects your aura is bad, you know, that's fine. Apparently, we're never going to address that again. We were talking about Lucinda before and how like she does like some of the most jerky and idiotic things in the whole series, and no one reprimands her because you know she sounds hot or whatever.
yeah,
that you can weigh in about this, obviously,
that's
because
also unfortunately a thing in real life.
Well, yeah, but you know,
hot people could do no wrong, apparently.
As for somebody in the case of like, yeah, as for the case of somebody who really is like Lucinda, my beloved, all the time, what is your take on Lucinda's actions across the 5 seasons we've had so far?
Lucinda is kind of a jerk to her friends and almost everybody else.
She literally, in her debut appearance, made a love potion to try to like help Gareth like trick Aphmau into kissing him. It was like, or like not a potion, like it was a teleportation potion, so that Gareth could force him to kiss on Aphmau. And then Lawrence, it was, yeah. I don't remember which order it was around, but yeah, it was certainly an order. Lawrence used the potion because Gareth was the understudy by that point. Yeah. So either way,
the Minecraft Diaries Lucinda is a better Lucinda than this Lucinda.
Yeah, I don't remember too much about Diaries Lucinda, like as a character overall, but
because she didn't have her amazing voice. Obviously,
there's no standout examples of that. You know, well, I don't know. She still was the fashionable witch. That was consistent at the time.
She was still a fashionable witch, but at least she didn't.
Oh no, Mr. Caitlin's dead.
Use love potions. If anything, she was kind of a neutral force.
She also doesn't forget invincibility spells that would come really in handy in season 6.
Oh.
And but Diaries of Lucinda was secretive to a bad degree at times. Okay, I prefer somebody to be like secretive and somewhat private to, you know, useless and jerky sometimes.
This is going to be fun.
What are you guys up to? Travis's Squircle.
Oh, yeah, well, of course they did.
Engaging in
He looks
polite
like he has,
conversation.
Minecraft creeper abs.
Hey, well, I mean, he did in his debut episode. He rips his shirt off and says to Aphmau, "I got tickets to the gun show" or something like that. So,
Yep, he also
not
has...
out of the question.
Polite? You just called me a lint licker.
Well, you look like one. Plus, you called me a wet noodle.
You look like one? Wait, what's going on? I just came over to crack a cold one with the boys. Is this a fight?
No,
Crack a
sir,
cold
we are
one with
just
the
yelling
boys.
loudly at each
You're yelling your feelings. You've learned from Aphmau's alpha days.
other.
It's totally a fight.
Ooh, yeah! Scoot over, I want to see.
Wait, what?
He's going to judge their technique as a wrestler.
Defend your honor, Travis! What honor?
Why you?
I'm not
Your
going to
sad
sit here
little
and let
hole
you
hop on
insult
your
me
little
for the
social
entire
media
time, you
blogs
wet
that you
noodle.
love
I bet
so
your hair is
much
white
and
because you're
complain
too...
about-
Okay, Aiden's got to go, apparently. So, bye, Aiden. There we go.
Scared
all
to
the
fight,
sales you
Caitlin.
Travis, there's a really easy way to solve this that you're not thinking of. Just grab Zane by the feet and pull him into the pool. That'll shut him up.
That's true.
Dad the entire time. Just
I mean, you could even just probably like splash him once, and that'll solve it.
come out and admit everything.
Oh man, I ran out of popcorn.
He'll hiss.
Be right back.
You know, kind of like a vampire with too much sun exposure.
Hey, buddy.
I mean, he's still in the sun right now. Put him in the water would do him a favor.
You smell that?
Ugh, is that peanut butter?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
Okay, isn't it a thing? I don't own dogs, but I think it's a thing that if you want to like lick or bite somewhere, you put peanut butter around.
Yeah. Dogs enjoy the taste of peanut butter. It acts as a stimulant.
How have we gone from we've abandoned the very very problematic first upper middle portion of the series where like the treatment of werewolves and like Aaron overall was like completely overlooked as to what they were actually doing up until the point where they actually address one of the examples of mistreatment as a dramatic concept because of the restaurant, and then it gets dropped. How have we gone back to this now? How have we come full circle from actually seeming to learn the lesson from the series overall to here? I know that Eric wasn't around for any of that, but as a series, as a writer, how on earth has Jess gone back to this? And why? It wasn't funny the first time.
I like it. It's a new cologne that Sylvana got me. Doesn't it make your mouth water?
As a cologne that smells like peanut butter. By the way, in this universe, speaking of writer stuff, in this universe, we've established that werewolves are not dogs, and comparisons to dogs is offensive to them.
Also,
and
could you
here's Eric
please
trying to
leave
be
it
one.
paused here for a second? I'm taking a screenshot so I can make a drawing of Aaron with the most uncomfortable face.
Yeah, just be sure to draw the wavy line that show the peanut butter scent going towards him as well.
Actually, it smells bad. Really bad.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it bites. It's real bad. I just didn't have the heart to tell her, but I wore it anyway.
Yep, sometimes you just gotta take one for the team.
Yeah.
That's not a good lesson.
Yeah.
Ugh, I don't understand how someone as sweet and hot as Kawaii-chan can even be around you!
I can say the same thing about Caitlin!
Wait.
I mean, to be honest, from an outside perspective, Zane and Caitlin actually seem to have more in common, as characters than than Zane and Kawaii, any other combinations. I was gonna say Travis and Kawaii-chan as well, but not really. Actually, no, no, really, because Kawaii-chan and Travis both had lots of partners when they were younger. So yeah, from an outside perspective, they both actually end up with the people that seem like their personal opposites, which is interesting, actually. You know, it shows that having a lot in common isn't always the way to go. Or I guess it does have justification for Zaitlin, whatever.
Zaitlin!
That way if you want as well. Not where I was personally going, but whatever. Okay.
Zaitlin! I'm going
Yeah.
to check if this is a thing.
It's a thing, I can assure you.
Are you saying Caitlin's hot?
Actually, well, no. I know it was a thing because there in the fan fiction readings that Aphmau used to do, there was a whole thing about a Caitlin and Zane for quite a few of them, actually. At least two, which is, you know, I say that because like that's like out of a selection of several. There's that whole time when, you know, Aphmau was reading in her amazing sultry fanfic voice, and she reads Caitlin and Zane kissed.
By the way,
like, no. It's like, it's in the script.
Might I add that sultry Aphmau fanfiction reading voice? It reads as a little creepy to me for some reason.
I don't know. Is it because it sounds like the one she uses for Midnight, which is a spoof?
Yeah.
Yeah. At least
I don't know. This feels like
the,
she's trying to spoof everything.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Oh, apparently Zane then is the official name. I actually prefer Zaitlin. That sounds better. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I prefer Zaitlin too.
You son of a biscuit-eating bulldog!
Aaron,
Wow.
you are not helping!
I'm not the one calling Caitlin hot in front of her boyfriend, and
did you?
Travis also called Kawaii-chan hot right before.
Just call my sugar bee hot? Ew, no! She's probably as ugly as her father.
Who is right there? I mean, you know what? Yeah, get the professional wrestler involved in the fight. That's a good idea, Zane.
Oh.
Now who's gonna bite? Look at those teeth. He's the one gonna bite someone.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
You her father?
Why would you use that as a blanket statement if you don't know that Eric is Caitlin's father? Is that a thing people say? Is that like a playground insult? It's like,
what?
Oh, you're so ugly. I bet you're as ugly as your father, as your dad, or something like that. Like, who says that? Apparently it is. Okay.
Also, I just looked up Zaitlin. Apparently the ship is very abundant.
Yes. Again, Caitlin and Zane kissed. You know, that thing. It's probably the single dad version of your mum. Yeah. Okay. Yes, but like when you think comparison to somebody else, I've never heard someone they'd be like, your mum is so and so. She's like you. Like that never what? That defeats the purpose. I don't know. Oh, my brain. And 24 hours ago we were streaming Adam Co. Purple Remastered. Why can I not get a chance to recover?
Yes! Whoops. Well,
By the
it's
way,
not like...
I want to show you the anime that Adam Cold Purple is supposedly based off of.
I know, you DM'd me about that before. I said I was up for it.
I'm interested in Caitlin. Is she too ugly like her father for you?
I mean, I would normally say this is jumping to conclusions, but the way that Zane phrased himself now is kind of...
No, she's just not my type!
And that is fair. And like I said, that's why having something in common with somebody, you know, that's not necessarily the entire grounds for a relationship or for being interested in somebody. Not necessarily. It can be, but it doesn't have to be.
Did I miss anything?
You missed everything.
That's it! We're going to settle this in the ring! What?
Zane is so above, like, physical fights. I love that. Okay.
Does he just pack that in his bag and carry it with him?
I'm more confused about the fact that he was hammering, like, the ropes, which seem to be also made of metal. Why?
Yes. Nothing says back pain like steel ropes.
Why not just
Also,
complete the cycle and make it barbed wire while you're at it?
What the? You're going to face Travis in the ring. This.
Wait, what? He
Stop
insulted you
spamming
and
the group
Caitlyn.
chat
Why are
with
you
Zaylin.
Why are you sending Travis in? What? This isn't like a Pokemon fight where you send something else to do the fighting for you. You get in. You're the wrestler. In fact, you, Eric, were prepared to fight Travis on the spot in one episode of season 2.
This is the only
so what's
true
difference?
way wrestlers can settle their beef.
And now, of course, because again, you're the only wrestler, these two are not.
We have no beef.
You insulted Caitlyn and said she looked like her ugly father.
And you also, and Travis, you insulted Zane, saying that Kawaii-chan was too.
Hey!
Now I must avenge her.
I'm not doing this. It's so childish.
So is your mask.
And now here we go.
Bring it.
See, this is what I mean. You know, childlike stupidity is the default for Aphmau to make characters funny. Sometimes when it's like one-off scenes, it's fine. But when it's like completely rewriting a personality, that's when I'm like, eh.
But first, a warm-up fight. Just so I can show you boys how to fight. Aaron,
why not just do the fight yourself then?
Can you please help me?
Oh, that's why. Now I get it. Now I understand.
I'm now critically aware that if Caitlyn's dad wanted, he could bench press all of them, except for Aaron.
I mean, bench pressing something is more about its weight rather than its strength, so he could bench press any of them, technically speaking. He's kind of like you know, Hercule from Dragon Ball, I guess.
Huh? You want to fight me?
Absolutely. Humans and werewolves don't normally face off, but I'm ready to destroy you.
Yeah, your son faced off against a werewolf in high school. Didn't go well.
All
There's
right.
a reason this doesn't happen.
Now
often.
watch how it's done. Ah!
That's not a wrestling move. You can't kick someone. And also, can I just say the implication from the angle that is like furthest away from his foot and like the way that I know that's like a body acting thing, but the implication, given the way that he's like his body is angled, means that Aaron kicked him where you don't want to get kicked.
Yes. I do
Hey,
also
see?
love to be kicked in the nuts.
Yeah, just the best. Fortunately, I don't speak from experience there. And I've been hit there by accident, but not kicked.
Wow, Aaron is really holding his own.
I can't wait to punch you.
Hey!
Is this the implication? Oh, here we go. All right. Before we get to this, is Zane implying that because like he can't wait to punch Travis now because he insulted his mask and not because he insulted Kawaii-chan before? Or like, wait, no, he didn't really insult Kawaii-chan. Actually, wait, I take that back. He insulted him, but it didn't matter. Okay, fine, whatever. And now Aaron has apparently bitten into a Pringle, and that counts as well transformation.
There is. If you look on Artlist, there is actually biting sound effects. That's not Pringles.
You okay?
Oh no! Aaron, you bit me!
Oh god.
Oh man, I'll go get some ice for that.
Zayd and Gareth suddenly are like, no, this is not good. And Travis's normal reaction, of course, because he doesn't know the context. I do like the contrast, and the music actually again kicks this into like, wait a minute, this is serious.
Does this mean I'll become a werewolf?
Stop! Put your dick
No, not at all.
What? What do you mean?
That only happens when I bare my fangs, and honestly, I've got a pretty good grasp on it, so you don't need to worry.
But
Here's your ice.
Honestly,
oh man!
How did he get?
You want-
He got ice really quickly.
also, you want to know what would be good for Aaron?
To
There
get
are
away from
bite
Eric.
guards. Yeah, there's also bite guards you can buy.
Well, yeah, but I don't think he bears his fangs normally, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue on the normal circumstances.
All right, Travis, Zane, you're up. Wow, it's
I do like that he still goes through with the second phase of his plan, even though the whole thing failed.
getting intense.
I mean, as intense as it gets.
This is literally a seal fight. We could tell already.
They'll get tired eventually.
Yep. Levi drink to the seal fight, because I'm not going to drink to anything else in this episode.
It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down, feel alive.
Yay, outro. I agree. This one was rough. And that's not a dog pun, by the way. It was rough.
We seriously need to get away from Eric. Like, last episode was all, like, oh, this is a serious werewolf business. We're not doing this, comparing them to dogs shit anymore. And then here comes Eric being quite literally not a good person.
Wait a minute. I missed all the character development in this season so far. So I'm going to waltz in again with like nothing's the problem. This is why we have characters inform each other of stuff off screen if something happens, or because they kept everything a secret. But still, this is the Eric thing shouldn't have even happened in the first place. It was dumb the first time it happened. So even the justification for it coming back again, no, just no. If you want, you know what Eric didn't think of at this point. There are literally like fake ears and tails they sell as prosthetics in this universe. I know that should be a taboo in this reality, but apparently it isn't. So just get some of those. I don't know. Maybe Aphmau can give you her old pair, not that she needs them anymore.
Also, by the way, I'm going to talk to you about this later, but there's actually a message in this season that could have turned out that Aphmau made redundant by becoming a werewolf.
You mean like the message that doesn't matter if you if you come from like different backgrounds, different walks of life, or even if you're a different species in this instance, love can still prosper, and it's all about the individual person rather than like what you can share as like physical attributes with each other. That, for example. Yeah, yes. I've been saying that from the beginning, and in fact, that was what you know who actually, surprisingly enough, tells Aphmau herself that she missed out on the mark of this. It was Sylvana. I was forced to agree with Sylvana because the execution of this was so stupid.
Like, honestly, Aphmau, you couldn't have held your marketing in for like a season?
I don't. Yeah, even then, I guess if she had held it for a season, maybe she would have actually like suffered more of a lasting damage from, I don't know, from season 6, possibly. I don't. I mean, unless they rewrote some things, like she doesn't jump the lake, for example, stuff like that, whatever. Oh, and apparently, I didn't know this was this thing. We have skin suits to change race for costumes. Oh, I just imagine people did that with makeup, but okay, I don't know.
Like, even then, that's really not something that should be acceptable. It's
see, that's the thing that should be taboo in this reality. The werewolf ears and tails should be taboo in that reality.
But yet, retailers sell them. Aphmau and Aaron have had fake ears and tails on before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, at least in that situation, Aphmau was appropriately embarrassed with what she was doing. And again, that seemed like a very interesting arc to overcome. Until, of course, Aaron, I want you to be my alpha. Okay, fine. Ruined. Utterly ruined. Okay. Oh, and potion ones. Yes, that's true. We've got potions to do that. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe Eric, having learned about the lodge, might stay away from potions for that kind of thing. Possibly. Maybe. I mean, Lucinda still sells them, so...
I don't even know if Eric knows.
I mean, he knows about the Ultima stuff, so I assume he knows about the lodge and everything that happens.
Not really. The lodge seems to be a secret even around the people who know the ultimate stuff.
Okay, alright then. So yeah, assuming that he doesn't. Oh my word, I found baby Ian pictures. Fantastic. Wait, does it show Ian's mother in any of them? Because that's a mystery we haven't solved yet. I don't know. I think the popular theory is that one of them. Yeah, please do send it. I think the popular theory actually is that Ian's mother is Elizabeth. I don't buy that one myself personally. That again, I have been wrong before with who's who in the MyStreet multiverse. But yeah, it thematically would be interesting if it turns out that he beats up Casey, who it turns out was actually his half brother in that instance. But I don't know, whatever. Let me see. Oh my word! Hold on a second. I went to Discord to see if Maya had sent the thing. There were like
sent a lot of things.
Yeah, there are 48 messages here now. I didn't realize you were sending us the Zaitlin evidence at this point, and also one Travmau apparently. I do remember some stuff from the fan fiction. Oh my word! Yeah, hold on a second. I need to put some. Oh, someone put the Zane and Caitlyn pillows next to each other on Aphmau's shop. Well, guess what? I have the Caitlyn pillow and I have the Travis one. So there you go. By that same logic. There we go. On the heart. I did it.
Oh
god. Okay. Wait a minute. There's one picture here where it seems that Zane is about to kiss somebody, but it zooms in and it turns into Caitlyn. Okay. I'm showing this one on the stream. Right. Let me just hold on, let me just save this as Zaitlin 1. Okay. Then I'll show the one, I guess, baby Ian with his mother apparently. Oh, I see, okay. Alright. We've got two of these. Right, here we go. Loading baby Ian. That's that one. But of course, the real kicker is definitely this one, which either someone forgot to color in the hair of the one at the top to make it match, or it's just implied that Caitlyn just yoinked somebody out like Sebastian kidnapping Skylar from Adam Co. Purple and then just placed herself there instead.
By the way, I've clipped that and I've started making memes. I've started mass producing memes.
All right, yeah. By the way, I'm pretty sure that was in later episodes. So have you got separate videos now for all of them, or is it still one file?
I'm still working on clipping it up.
Oh, okay, fair enough then. All right.
I might make one major edit and then split it up in post.
That's fair. Okie dokie. Well, that's a thing. So, thoughts on the episode? Good lord. I mean, let's start with the title again, because I normally do that. It's called Wedding Bells. The description talks about Aphmau planning her wedding, and that's literally the first scene before the intro, and it never comes up again. arguably that was like the easiest thing to solve and make something. But I guess maybe Jess somewhat agrees with my assessment with Aiden before, where I said that wedding plans featured in the episode itself are somewhat boring when you go into details of them. Mentioning someone's planning is like, okay, fine, great. Of course they're going to end up doing that. Someone has to. But but really the thing with weddings, at least the stuff that I like to see, is the end result. So we don't get the cheap drama of the couple arguing about details or who's going to sit where at what table and bleh. We actually get the wedding, and we get to all those things.
Surprise! We don't get a wedding. We never get it. There's a lot of
no,
build-up.
we talked about that before. Yes, fine, you never
There's
do
a lot
get
of
the wedding,
build-up,
but I mean,
no payoff. There isn't even a lot of build-up. It just happens.
no, because again, it's literally one scene, and then we're back to Eric and his schemes, and obviously Sylvana being really creepy to Daniel.
Eric needs a restraining order. Daniel needs a restraining order.
Yeah, we just need to get Sylvana to move out of the neighborhood and never contact anyone ever again. I don't know. And yes, Daniel. Why? Why Daniel? A very good question. Because he threw a ball and Blaze and I think it was Ryland teased him about his tail. And Daniel didn't do anything wrong. No, he didn't do anything wrong, and yet Sylvana still ends up going full cougar on him. So, yeah, that's a sentence I didn't think I would have to say. I mean,
Sylvana has a thing for werewolves, and she can't handle herself around werewolves.
Yeah. By the way, what I said was Sylvana. No, so Daniel used the restraining order on Sylvana. That's what I meant to say before. Not like Daniel's the one who did anything to a warrant being the subject of the restraining order. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I never thought I would say cougar either, especially in reference to Sylvana, because I thought even she had some standards. But no, even after her arc where she becomes a better person, she still pulls this. There's just no fixing this woman. Why? Oh, God, okay. You know what? This stream is over. I need to do what Ghosty did and just curl up on my bed for a bit. So yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. When's the next one?
That's a good question. When and what? Okay. If it's another Derek episode, I'm dipping out on that one. He actively makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah. I have to go on YouTube to do this. YouTube on mobile, it recommends you stuff immediately, one first video. Literally the first video I get recommended is Hello Fat Fetish Artist. What if I search to warrant that? I have no idea what I've done to deserve this. Anyway, something to do with Batman and the Joker, apparently. I don't know. Whatever.
I don't care.
Starlight and...
What's the next episode?
It's Babe's hit on Aaron.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, you know what? Season 2 of MyStreet, the one that's set up similar to this one, the beginning and end are pretty solid. Then the middle is questionable at some times and terrible at others. In this situation, in Starlight, the beginning and end are questionable sometimes and terrible at other times, and the middle is the most solid part. We can't win. And well, apparently Maya can win. Yeah, all right. So Babe's hit on Aaron. 3 days we've got for that one. So, see you on the 20th.
We have 3 days to suffer and die before it gets here.
Yeah, or to recover from now 2 streams that have left a profound mark on us and somewhat been like, what on earth are we doing?
Oh, God.
So, yeah. Next time, we'll watch Babe's hit on Aaron. Same time, same place, 5 years later. Until then, please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. and subscribe if you've done so already, and follow if you've done so already. And if you don't think like subscribing or following after watching this, it's not always like this. We promise this season is good. It's just some it has some duds like all the other ones. Help.
I think, as someone said, this season has the highest highs and the lowest lows.
I mean, yeah, I don't. Yeah, you know what? I have to actually do my like top 10 best and worst episodes at some point. Like that needs to happen because yeah, season 5 is gonna have more of those than I thought it would originally. A lot of people are probably expecting season 1 to appear a lot of the time there, and yes, it will have some of them if I do that because I can think of some season 1 episodes that are just awful. But yeah, no, season 5 takes the cake here, and 2. Unfortunately, but you know, unlike 2, season 5 has again the highest highs, which season 2 does not. So that's the difference. Okay, now that's solved. Babysit an hour in 3 days, and on that note, until next time, farewell.
I just thought of something.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have to watch the rest of Adam Code Purple. No! No!
Not gonna lie, Ghosty, I was gonna make that the next stream to tie that together with the other one. I might wait for a bit. Not gonna lie, I might just wait. Not because it's the best thing to do analytically, but just because sanity. Oh god, okay. Right.
Okay, after this, we're detoxing with Demon Slayer.
Yes. There we go. That's a good stream name as well. All right. On that note, until next time, farewell if we survive.